I was watching a YouTube video the other day which featured a female Santa Claus, all in the name of gender equality. Obviously a young blonde female, but she had a red hat on and a fake beard, and there was at least an attempt to emulate the traditional Santa Claus. And as frequently happens, I got to thinking about that line from a Bob Dylan song back in the 1960s. There's something going on here and you don't know what it is, do you, Mr. Jones? Even back then I could have told you that it was probably something like nihilism or nihilism. Basically, in those days it was the mystique of political activism, this political activist mentality, but really it was just personal self-expression without any real substance beyond simply people realizing themselves in a mentality of political activism. It didn't matter what the goals were. There was no actual coherent political philosophy, pure self-expression, and that is what has taken over our modern culture. But in these days of transgenderism, it got me thinking about a young, shapely blonde female, emerging from the surf and declaring, "I am Santa Claus." This is Santa Claus. No fake beard, no red suit, certainly not, an old white guy. Just a lithe young female in a bikini. And the point being that not even a leftist actually thinks that this young woman in a bikini is Santa Claus. Not even they are stupid enough to actually believe that. And it got me to thinking, what do they believe? Because the fact of the matter is that a young bikini-clad woman, without even Santa Claus's costume on, can simply declare that right now, as of right now, she is Santa Claus. This is the whole leftist shtick in a nutshell. It's not that these people have any substantial belief in some coherent thing. They don't believe she's Santa Claus. But what they believe, and this is what people don't get, they believe that there's no way that you can deny this person's self-expression. There's no way, if somebody says it, it's true for them. And this is what Mr. Jones didn't get back in the 1960s. And I might digress by just talking about politics and what politics is in 2018. It's not what it was when I was growing up. It was politics was government. It was about how to run the economy, building roads, building dams, maybe even giving the people a vision, for the future or something like that. But politics, the word politics these days, is just the Maoist notion of people expressing themselves. And this idea has just come to dominate Western culture with all these discussions about same-sex so-called marriage and climate change, multiculturalism, identity politics. It's just the only thing sacred in Western culture today is self-expression, self-indulgence, and self-importance. And as I so often say, if it's okay for two men to get married to each other, there's no reason why I can't declare my desire to marry my telephone pole. you know, that self-expression is every bit as sacred as anything else, but that's all it is. That's the only substance there is to this. People don't get it, and they need to get it if they're going to have any idea about what's going on in this culture of complete moral degeneracy that I doubt can really survive into the future. That's it for now.